When asked to imagine myself as a tree, my first thought was of a white oak I used to pass in Alpharetta. It was magnificent, tall, broad, triumphant. For over 100 years, it had stood there, witnessing the world change around it. The world seemed to recognize its majesty and chose to build itself around this enduring presence. But that tree is not me, not now. Perhaps that tree is how I would like to see myself, impressive and commanding, holding my status for over 100 years. But then I wonder, is it also a memory? A memory of my former self, a successful fashion designer who thrived in New York City. That life, however, was disrupted by forces both within and beyond my control, leaving me to begin again. If I were a tree in this moment, I think I am some sort of sapling. There is a practice called coppicing, a method of forestry where a tree is cut down to its stump and new shoots emerge, nourished by the roots of what once was. It is a process both final and regenerative, a reminder that life can spring from endings. I wonder, am I a sapling growing from the stump of my former life? The image is striking, even beautiful, but perhaps too extreme. To imagine myself as a sapling growing from the stump of my former life is to declare that the tree of my former life has been entirely cut down. And yet, perhaps I am not a sapling born from an ending, but one growing in the shade of what came before, a memory of what I once achieved and a quiet guide for what I might still become. Saplings are miraculous because so few seeds survive the journey to become them. Of the thousands scattered by any tree, only a rare few take root, germinate, and grow. My former self cast forth seeds when that life was disrupted, and one of them, against all odds, survived. I've already made it through that precarious first stage, the moment of sheer survival, when life begins again from scratch. I am here now, rooted and reaching upward. This is the stage of transformation, the one moment in a tree's life when humans can truly witness its growth. It's a slow, deliberate journey, but also a visible one, as the sapling stretches toward becoming a tree. I am at the cusp of that change, poised between what I have been and what I am becoming. There's something poignant about the way saplings grow in the shadow of the trees that birthed them. Often, the light they need comes only when the older tree falls, its branches breaking, its leaves no longer returning. But that fall doesn't have to be violent. Sometimes the older tree simply softens, steps back, and makes room. My former self doesn't need to disappear. It can remain as a testament, a memory, while I grow beside it. I think of trees I've seen on my walks. Two trunks growing close together, their branches stretching skyward in harmony. They don't compete. They intertwine, sharing space and sunlight. Perhaps my sapling and my former self can coexist in that way, entwined but distinct, creating something new together. What kind of tree will I become? I don't yet know. But I know I am growing. Slowly, steadily, I am reaching for the light.